Are you looking for a smartwatch for under €100 from a smartwatch brand that actually millions of people know of? Then this watch right here might be the right one for you. Now this one costs right around $60 over here in Germany. And this one has right around 60 different sport modes that you can choose from. It has plenty of watch faces that you can download from the app right to the watch. And it kind of reminds me a little bit of the Apple Watch. But let's take one step after another. Now, as I already mentioned, we're talking about a budget smartwatch that you can get for around $60 over here in Germany. Now, for that price, you get a 1.69-inch TFT color touch display with a decent resolution of 240 by 280 pixel. Now, something that I really like about the screen, that this one has an anti-fingerprint screen, which is working fairly well. Well, you do get fingerprints on them, but not those massive ones that you know from your smartphone sometimes. As for the materials, we get a pretty standard 20mm silicone strap that has a quick release function, so you can attach any other 20mm strap to it in a matter of seconds. The backside of the watch is plastic, just like a buckle, and the one physical button on the side of the watch actually takes you to the menu or back to the home screen. Now, even though this watch is water resistant up to 5 ATM, you will find no water sports on this watch, which is a small bummer, but at least this watch is compatible with all of the iOS and Android smartphones. Now, talking about the sport modes, overall you get about 60 different sport modes on this watch. Either in the speed list layout, or if you scroll all the way down, you can click on more sports. And this one will take you to all of the sport categories, so you can find your exercise a little bit easier, such as the ball sports, winter sports, or your running sports. Now, before starting your workout, you can set things like an auto pause, activity alerts, and you can actually change your data displays as well, which is something you are not going to find on a lot of budget smartwatches. So for example, I don't want to see my pace and I want to see something instead. I just click on that little box and it will circle through all of the trackable metrics, and just stop clicking on it to select it. And after the workout, you can look at your stats and the workout history. Now, since this watch has no built-in GPS, you have to take your smartphone with you in order to track the route. Alright, let's talk a little bit about the health features on this watch. Now, this one has, of course, a 24/7 heart rate tracker that tracks either in 1, 5, 10 or 30-minute intervals, and you can even set heart rate alerts for whenever you hit a certain heart rate. Now, the SpO2 tracker is pretty accurate as well, as I was comparing it to my little finger SpO2 tracker. Both of them gave me the exact same stats. But one thing that you really have to know about this one, it doesn't work on my left wrist. For some kind of reason, it always fails and it only works on my right wrist. Maybe if you have that problem with the watch, try the other wrist. Okay, you also get a stress and sleep tracker. Now this one tracks your deep, light and REM sleep and your time awake if you happen to wake up during the night. Now, this one also tracks your breathing quality and is giving you a small analysis on your sleep. For example, it tells me that my sleep was too short and that I should not strain myself that much and to keep a good mood. And as for last, you can use one of these wake up smileys to track your mood after you sleep. Now, there are two more health features that you can get. Now, first up, the breathing exercises, which are between 1 and 5 minutes, and you will have a cycle tracking for all the women out there. Alright, the battery life on this watch falls into the same range as most budget smartwatches, since budget smartwatches don't have too many features as like you get with other smartwatches that will cost like 300, 400, 500 euros. Now, on normal usage, you should get around 14 days of battery life, and if you're very heavily using this watch, you'll still get about 7 days of usage. Over to the watch faces. As I first got this watch, I was a little confused since I only have 2 watch faces by default. One is fixed and one is a little bit customizable, so you can change your data like your heart rate, battery, steps and stuff like that. But over in the Zap app, there are plenty more watch faces that you can download. Some are more creative like this one, some are more sporty looking with a lot of data, or some are just plain and simple. It's really up to you. Now, something that I really have to tell you is that you can only have 2 watch faces on your smartwatch at the same time, of which one is fixed, so you basically can only change one of them. But the good side is that it only takes about less than a minute to download a new watch face from the Zap app. Okay, some more features that you can expect from this watch is a timer, a stopwatch, and an alarm. You get a weather app and a music app, which only controls your music, so you only can like skip a track, go back a track, adjust the volume, do stuff like that. And you have a Find My Phone feature, and surprisingly, you have a remote camera shutter as well. So you can actually take pictures with your smartphone by using your smartwatch. And guys, that's basically all this watch has to offer. If you liked that review, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more daily content. And with that being said, see you the next time. Peace.